When OzCHI24 provided us with the words cloud computing, fast mobile networks and mobile devices, the first thing that struck in our mind was socializing on the go, that is at public places. Currently, we find that at most of the public places, there is hardly any social interaction between the people. In the current generation of sharing, we actually are not sharing our views, although we have ample time and opportunities to make our thoughts and views reach to the public. Whenever we go to these places like metros, trams, cafes, restaurants, we have the opportunity of connecting with the masses. But each time we waste that opportunity as well as significant amount of time just because of how the society is set up. To know the exact scenario of the society, we abandoned our AC rooms to go out in the open and see what people had to say. We conducted proper field interviews and did a research on the needs of people at public places. The common points that kept on coming were loneliness and boredom at these places. On asking how well do they know the persons to whom they see daily, it was a shock to know that most of the school and college going students didn't know about their classmates. Moreover, we could barely find a person who knew his neighbor quite well. With all these things running into our mind, we began our work on the project. Loads of stuff were coming in mind to solve every sort of problem that the public faces in general. We began with listing of all places where there are chances of social interaction like restrooms, corporate parties, malls, buses, metros, etc. Now we know that these places are visited by thousands and hardly a handful of them try to get in conversation with each other. We kept on working to devise a plan so that this social interaction can happen more freely and with much more ease. Let us take an example of a guy traveling in a metro. He is a venture capitalist looking for a suitable business idea to invest in. In the crowd, there is a guy with an idea that can earn him up billions of dollars, but he doesn't have sufficient money to invest in his startup. If somehow these two guys get to know each other while traveling, they can talk and discuss on the move, which will certainly help both of them as well as save loads of time. We finally came up with a plan to solve this kind of problem. For this, a person with a mobile device will pan across the crowd scene. Pop-outs will come beside the persons, which will contain the person's name and one-line info of him. If you find him interesting, tap on the pop-out to view his whole profile. The person whose profile is being viewed will receive a notification. Once we find a person with similar interest, we can go on to have a chat with him. With this kind of innovation in people's life, we really see a new world in making where people can share their views and meet up new guys. This will certainly save lots of time and will be a big plus to each and everyone's life.